And then what led you to invent the BOSU Balance Trainer?
Yeah. So I love sports my whole life, and I spent a large part of my high school and college training for football and track.
Nice.
So exercise and training was always a large part of my life. And then at the end of college, I decided to not go work on Wall Street, where I had interned the summer before, and I said I'm going to be an actor. So I had to. I moved to New York City, and I had to personal train to make money so I could support the acting pursuit. And I fell in love with rollerblades in New York City, and I literally did not walk for 6 years. All I did was skate because it was so easy. It was so easy to skate. And what ended up happening is my feet became exceptionally weak, and I dropped my motorcycle one day and wrenched my back picking it up. And because my feet were so weak, my body was like, it's like stepping on a Lego. Like the tension goes up, and now you're stuck. And since it hurt, my lower back was like stuck for more than a year. And then I found that large inflatable exercise ball, and I started to get better. And then I started standing on it, and I fell off it. And then I said, what if I cut it in half? What if I cut it in half? Wow. And I got a patent, and then started promoting, and it became, it's a big home run. And that basically, the success of that with a passive income, because I licensed it, basically gave me all the time, every single day, all week long, every month, every year, I could do what I wanted. And what I wanted was to study movement training to be the world's foremost authority on the subject of balance measured by locomotion. And so I've been deep diving into this for now more than 25 years, and I've arrived at stuff that's just, it's so far ahead of where we are that a lot of the people where we are having difficulty accepting that their expertise is no longer expert, and you got to level up.
Yes.
And there's an event called the high jump, where the track athlete runs up on an angle and then jumps over the bar backward. And in 1968, up to that point, no one had really done that technique before, because you didn't have a big crash mat. You used to land in sawdust, and that's harder to land on your neck. So in 1968, a guy named Dick Fosbury broke the Olympic record, won the gold medal with this new technique that is biomechanically better. But the problem was the experts didn't like it. So 4 years later, in the next Olympics, the gold medal high jump was a lower jump than Fosbury using the old technique. So if you're really trying to do something big and change the way things are done, like shift the paradigm, it is fraught with delay. Like the glacial pace of the people who are in the position of authority now do not want to relinquish that authority. So when something better comes along, there's a bad part of human nature that'll try to sabotage the better to preserve their position. And in sports, it's too honest for that. Like, I'm doing Fosbury flop, and I don't care what you say, coach. You're not my coach anymore because you're not teaching me what is best. And so my business is now poised for editorial advertisement. It's basically just organic, user-generated content because they found it, fell in love with it, and now they post it, which means I have to do a lot less spending money to hit the ball in the air and have awareness of it, right? We live in that super small attention span, and your friend or your family, if they tell you that they like something, you're going to trust them much easier than you're going to trust the sales page, right? 100%. Hey, this does this. Oh, really? Everybody says their stuff does this.